In this video, I'm going to factor this trinomial by using the greatest common factor. Now, remember, the greatest common factor is the highest number, the largest number that divides evenly into all three of these terms. So to begin, the number that divides into 18, 12, and 24, that's the largest, is going to be a 6. And the largest variable here, with an x as a base, is going to be an x to the third power. So that's going to be in front of the parentheses, and basically all I do is divide each one of those terms by 6x to the third power. So 18x to the fifth divided by the 6x to the third is going to be 3x squared. So that goes right here. Then 12x to the fourth divided by the 6x to the third is going to be 2x. So then that's going to be this term. And then 24x cubed divided by my greatest common factor of 6x to the third is going to be just a 4, because the x cubes cancel out. So I'm going to plug in plus 4 here. And that would be my final answer. If you want to check it, you could always distribute my greatest common factor with these three terms, multiply them all out, and it'll give you my original trinomial that we started with. Now, my second problem here is really similar. I just got some bigger numbers and different variables. So what is the GCF between these three terms? So what number or term divides evenly into all three? And the largest number that divides into 60, 15, and 45 is going to be 15. So I put that out here in front. The largest A term is going to be A squared. And then the largest B term here is going to be a B. Just a B to the first. So then in parentheses, I'm left with what my terms are after I divide out this greatest common factor. So when I divide out my greatest common factor from the first term here, well, 60 divided by 15 is going to be 4. And then when I divide terms with the same base, I subtract their exponents. So 5 minus this 2 is going to be just a to the third. And if you're wondering why you subtract there, remember, a to the fifth is the same thing as doing a times a times a times a times a. So 5 times, and then I have a squared on the bottom. So then a over a cancels out, a over a cancels out, and I'm left with 3 a's on top, which is a to the third power. So that's a little refresher. Now I go back to my original problem, and I have to take my middle term here and divide out my greatest common factor. So I already have that set up down here. Negative 15 divided by 15 is going to be negative 1. A squared divided by a squared cancels out. B to the third divided by b is going to be b squared. So then I'm going to have, oh, actually I forgot my answer here. That from over here, that should be a 4a cubed that goes there. And then my next one is going to be this negative b cubed. And I'm not going to write the 1. You could write it down if you'd like to, though. And then lastly, I want to divide out my GCF here from this last term. So let's go ahead and set that up here in the middle. So 45 divided by 15 is 3. A cubed divided by a squared is just going to be an a to the first. And then b over b, that cancels out, so I'm left with 3 times a. So that's going to be my last term here, 3a. And again, if I wanted to check my answer, I could just distribute my greatest common factor with all three of these, and I would get my original trinomial up here. So that's that.